that's the number. Text give kindness 308 to the number 22333.
Is it 3-3?
Yeah, 2233.
Okay. And then I write for
You read give kindness really. Yeah. And then once you get a response text, you can be able to send your message. Then you can just send your message. Yeah. I mean, you can try. I'm all for it, so. That's a real nice thing to say. Alex is not like they're not up yet.
Wait, it's not working. Someone help me?
It's not working.
I tested his kindness. Oh, really?
Wait, keep going.
I didn't say it myself. It wasn't me talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was totally you. I do.
I thought it was
Alex, I keep texting Josh, you have Baber must be on, but it's not coming up. It says your presenter Josh. Josh is not open. Try it again.
Yay! So doesn't everyone feel great? This is what Give Kindness is about. So this is our okay. So this is our approach. We based it off of like sororities and fraternities and how they have like this philanthropic side, but they're also nationwide and they have branches in all different universities. So Larissa and Nicole are going to establish a headquarters, and they're going to come up with a constitution and mission statement and a bunch of e-board job descriptions. And then they're going to get into the colleges and universities that they want. The colleges will take in Give Kindness as a club, and they will elect a president who will oversee an entire e-board of how Nicole and Larissa choose to do that. And then underneath the e-board are Give Kindness ambassadors, who are basically just general members who are going to help the e-board out, or they can just be people who want to help the cause. We kind of tweaked the mission of Give Kindness just a little bit so that it can do more than just spread kindness. So keeping the roots with that, it also is going to just promote good vibes and inspiration, and it's also going to act sort of as like an anti-bullying type deal, which I'll get into in a little. So there's a bunch of different responsibilities that the organization is going to have, and each of the e-board members will be selected to do a specific job, so that it doesn't get too overwhelming like Nicole and Larissa are doing everything right now. So they're just going to break it up a bit. So they're going to regulate the social media pages like the Twitter and the Facebook and stuff. They're going to recruit new Give Kindness ambassadors either at orientation or the involvement fair or just having general board meetings, whatever they want to do. They're going to put on fundraising events. They're going to regulate a sort of advice column or like student help column. It can either be on their website or on their Facebook, or it can be like a section in the campus newspaper, whatever they want to do. Just a place where students can ask questions when they need help. And then there's 3 ways that we're going to try to make some money. So one is promoting give kindness through physical sentiments, and that can either be through the post-its that they do now, or like bake sales or something like that, or it can be partnering with the local businesses. So it's gonna be like an anonymous edible arrangements type deal. So if I know like Tracey's freaking out and she loves Rain Mike's, Give Kindness has a partnership with Rain Mike's, and I'm gonna send her an anonymous like buffalo sandwich and tell her with a note that says, keep doing what you're doing, it'll be great. And then the second thing is a retreat service. So after we surveyed, we found that bullying and stereotyping and cliques, that's like a big problem in high school and middle schools. So we can use the university branches to like help that situation. And it's also gonna help branch the universities and their local towns. So what Give Kindness is gonna do is go into the local high schools and middle schools, and they're gonna have a committee that has like a retreat breakdown. And if you guys have ever seen, like, If You Really Knew Me on MTV, it would be kind of like that. It's about getting the grades together and like breaking stereotypes and cliques, and like it's a bunch of deep exercises, and it really changes some people's lives. So we figured our colleges can give back to the local areas. And then the last thing is selling like canvases and stickers and t-shirts and just like fun things that have little inspirational quotes on them, because who doesn't love a good quote? And that's it.
Alright, so next we have our revenue. So we wanted to develop and host annual fundraising events, so things such as walkathons, barbecues, bake sales, things that would generate revenue that could go back into the Give Kindness on campus or high school campuses. Then we would have sell products with the organization's logo, so there we have a mock-up of what it would look like on a hat, but there would also be pens and t-shirts and other sorts of things that you could hand out or that you could sell. And that would also work because not only do you generate revenue that way, but you also spread the message if somebody's wearing the hat, or if they pass the pen to a friend in class, or the magnets on the back of a car. We also collaborate with other agencies to develop and host conferences. So hosting anti-bullying conferences, hosting these retreat services on high school campuses or college campuses, events such as that where you could charge a fee for entry, so not only for the organization that plans to be there and speak, but also for people who may be interested, because they would get t-shirts or refreshments or whatever the case may be. And then develop a volunteer pool doesn't so much generate revenue so much as it saves on revenue costs, because you would have the general ambassadors and the students who are participating on the campuses, both high school and college, who are being involved and who are saving money in terms of having to train employees for the company. So key points from our interviews, I have a few quotes up here that I'm not going to directly read, but they tie in some of the reasons that we chose to do what we did. So we found that the majority of people were interested in having Give Kindness on their campuses, both high school and college, and that they would be a member of it had they known about it or was it established at their school. Many people said that the social media does suffice, however they would like to see it become a physical body on the schools. So either as a club, an organization working through something, having the retreat services, or having them just come in and have that annual conference or whatever the case may be. We also had people say that the biggest issues that they suffered with in high school were racial issues, bullying such as homophobia issues. They had a lot of stereotyping issues, and so these are things that we would look to solve with Give Kindness through the anti-bullying campaign, through having the retreat services, through having the conferences, and through having the advice column that we were looking to establish. And then another thing was we saw that there were a few people during the interviews that reported that they had similar organizations on campus.